The production of the towering Inferno was marked by tension, especially involving William Holden, and one particular actress whose unreliability tested his patience. As filming progressed, delays caused by her frequent lateness and miscues frustrated the cast and crew, but Holden's response was notably direct and unfiltered. He confronted her firmly, making it clear that her behavior was unacceptable and jeopardizing the entire project. This confrontation was not just a private airing of grievances. It set a tone on set that demanded professionalism and respect for everyone's time. Holden's outburst became a defining moment during the shoot, reflecting the high stakes and pressures behind the scenes of this star-studded disaster film. The incident revealed the challenges of managing egos and expectations in a high-profile production and showed Holden's unwillingness to tolerate anything less than full commitment from his co-stars. The Towering Inferno became the highest-grossing movie of 1974, a remarkable achievement rooted in its unique origin. The film was based on two separate novels, The Tower by Richard Martin Stern and The Glass Inferno by Thomas Scordia and Frank Robinson. Warner Brothers acquired the rights to The Tower for $390,000, while Irwin Allen of 20th Century Fox secured the rights to The Glass Inferno for $400,000. To prevent the two studios from competing against each other with similar disaster films, they made a strategic decision to combine their efforts. By pooling their resources and sharing production costs equally, they created a single, powerful movie that drew on both stories. This collaboration allowed them to produce a high-quality film that captivated audiences and dominated the box office, showcasing the benefits of cooperation in Hollywood filmmaking. The Towering Inferno was the first time two big movie studios worked together on a film. 20th Century Fox handled the money made in the United States, while Warner Brothers took care of the earnings from other countries. This unique partnership helped bring the movie to life in a way that had never been done before. The building seen in the movie wasn't a real skyscraper, but was made using small models and special paintings called matte paintings. These techniques helped create a huge, impressive tower without actually building one. Some parts of the building were built as sets so actors and stunt performers could safely do their scenes. Inside shots were filmed in the real Hyatt Regency Hotel in San Francisco, giving the movie an authentic look. For the outside shots, the filmmakers used the Bank of America building and added more matte paintings to make it look like the Towering Inferno. This mix of real locations, miniatures, and artistic effects made the movie's setting feel both realistic and dramatic. Paul Newman and Steve McQueen had a tense rivalry during the making of the Towering Inferno. McQueen's character ended up overshadowing Newman's role, which caused some friction between the two stars. McQueen was determined to have an equal number of lines to Newman, ensuring his presence was just as strong. Additionally, McQueen insisted that his character should not appear until 43 minutes into the film, a move that gave his role a dramatic entrance and more impact. This competition over screen time and billing created a dynamic where McQueen's part dominated the storyline, despite the film featuring both actors as leads. The rivalry added a layer of tension behind the scenes that mirrored the intensity of the disaster unfolding on screen. Paul Newman once shared his regret about working alongside Steve McQueen in the 1974 movie The Towering Inferno. He admitted that the main reason he took the role was the financial offer, saying he did the film for $1 million plus 10% of the gross earnings. Newman called the movie a turkey, showing his disappointment with the project despite its success. While there was a well-known rivalry between Newman and McQueen during filming, they did have moments of friendship offset. After long and busy days shooting, the two actors would relax together with the special effects crew, sharing popcorn and beer. These casual times offered a break from the tension and competition that marked their working relationship. The dynamic between Newman and McQueen added an interesting layer to the film's production, blending rivalry with unexpected camaraderie. The promenade deck set in the 1974 movie was the largest and most impressive set constructed for the film, covering an enormous space of 11,000 square feet, with ceilings soaring 25 feet high. This massive set cost $300,000 to build, reflecting the scale and ambition behind the production. A remarkable feature of the set was a 340-foot cloth painting that depicted the San Francisco skyline, creating a realistic and immersive backdrop that enhanced the visual storytelling. The design also cleverly incorporated a water drainage system, which was essential for the film's dramatic climax involving water effects. This attention to detail ensured that the scenes could be executed safely and effectively contributing to the movie's tension and realism. The size and complexity of the promenade deck set made it a central element in bringing the story to life, allowing actors to move through a believable environment that captured the grandeur and danger of the towering inferno unfolding around them. 4 separate camera crews were employed during the filming of the movie to handle complex scenes, a record-setting approach at the time. Each crew focused on different aspects of the production, with some capturing the actors' performances, others filming intense action sequences, and some dedicated to special effects and aerial shots. This method allowed the filmmakers to cover multiple angles and details simultaneously, contributing to the movie's dynamic and immersive feel. On the casting side, the role eventually played by Faye Dunaway was initially offered to several other actresses, including Catherine Ross, Raquel Welch, and Natalie Wood. However, Natalie Wood declined the part, citing her pregnancy and her dissatisfaction with the quality of the script. These decisions shaped the final cast and contributed to the film's unique production story. Producer Irwin Allen was not initially fond of John Williams' main title scoring sequence for the movie. Despite Williams' reputation and skill, Allen felt something was missing in the music that would perfectly fit the film's dramatic tone. However, his opinion changed when a cymbal crash was added at a specific point in the score. This small but powerful addition gave the music the impact Allen was looking for, making the sequence more striking and memorable. Interestingly, this cymbal crash was not included in the soundtrack album, so listeners of the album would not experience the full effect that was heard in the movie. This detail highlights how subtle changes in film scoring can significantly influence the audience's experience, and how decisions made during production can differ from what is presented in commercial releases. The collaboration and adjustments between Allen and Williams show the importance of fine-tuning creative elements to achieve the desired emotional response in a film. Before the release of Jaws, The Towering Inferno was already a significant box office success, earning $174 million. This challenges the common belief that Jaws was the first major blockbuster hit. While Jaws eventually surpassed it by grossing $400 million in a shorter period, The Towering Inferno set a strong example for big-budget disaster films. The movie was released using a strategy called a tentpole release, where it premiered in major cities first, and then gradually expanded to suburbs and smaller towns over 2 to 3 months. This approach helped build excitement and maintain steady ticket sales across different regions. The gradual rollout allowed the film to maximize its audience reach and maintain its popularity for an extended time, making it a landmark in movie release strategies. During the filming of The Towering Inferno in 1974, Faye Dunaway's behavior became a source of tension on set. She was often late or even absent from shooting, which frustrated her co-stars, including William Holden and Jennifer Jones. This unreliability disrupted the flow of the production and tested the patience of those around her. At one point, William Holden confronted Dunaway about her attendance issues in a dramatic and physical manner, reportedly shoving her against a wall to emphasize the seriousness of the situation. This confrontation seemed to have an immediate effect, as Dunaway improved her attendance significantly for the next month, showing a more professional attitude toward her commitments. The incident highlights the pressures and challenges faced during the making of the film, reflecting the high stakes and demanding nature of movie productions at the time. Steve McQueen showed remarkable determination during the making of The Towering Inferno by insisting on doing his own stunts, even when producer Irwin Allen was against the idea. One of the most daring moments involved McQueen leaping from a helicopter onto a burning building, a stunt that required not only courage but precise timing and skill. His commitment to authenticity added a gripping realism to the film's intense scenes. To support the film's portrayal of fire emergencies, the production hired around 1,000 real firemen. Their expertise helped create realistic firefighting sequences and ensured safety during the complex and dangerous scenes involving fire. This collaboration between McQueen's fearless stunt work and the professional firemen's involvement contributed significantly to the movie's powerful impact and authenticity. Writer Sterling Silliphant, while working on the script for the 1974 film The Towering Inferno, took practical safety advice from a fireman that deeply influenced his writing. The fireman told him to always check for a sprinkler system overhead when entering any building, a detail that added realism and urgency to the story's portrayal of fire safety and disaster response. This advice helped shape scenes in the film that highlighted the importance of fire prevention measures in tall buildings, making the danger feel more immediate and believable to audiences. Meanwhile, William Holden, who starred in the movie, faced a shift in his career status. Once a top-a-list actor, Holden was no longer at the peak of his fame by the time the towering Inferno was made. Despite his efforts to secure first billing in the film's credits, he was ultimately listed after Steve McQueen and Paul Newman, two of the biggest stars of that era. This billing order reflected the changing dynamics of Hollywood stardom and the growing prominence of McQueen and Newman. Holden's role, though significant, was overshadowed in the promotional materials by the higher billing of his co-stars, which shaped audience expectations and the marketing of the film. During its release, The Towering Inferno was met with largely favorable reactions from both critics and moviegoers. This film fit well into the popular disaster movie trend of the early 1970s, a time when audiences were drawn to large-scale stories of danger and survival. Reviewers praised the movie for its thrilling storyline, impressive special effects, and strong performances by a star-studded cast. The combination of suspense and drama kept viewers engaged, making it a standout among other films of the genre. Its success helped to reinforce the appeal of disaster films during that era, showing that audiences enjoyed the mix of action and human emotion set against catastrophic events. The positive reception also reflected the film's ability to balance spectacle with character-driven moments, ensuring that it was not just about the disaster itself, but also about the people caught in it. This approach resonated well, contributing to the movie's lasting popularity. The 1974 film The Towering Inferno stands as a notable entry in the disaster movie genre, often regarded as one of the best of its kind. Its enduring appeal can be attributed to several key elements that together create a compelling cinematic experience, even decades after its release. One of the film's greatest strengths lies in its special effects, which remain impressive and effective despite the passage of time. The fiery visuals and practical effects contribute significantly to the tension and realism, setting a high standard for disaster films that followed. Complementing these visuals is the memorable score by John Williams, which enhances the atmosphere and emotional stakes throughout the movie. The plot and performances, while not aiming for high art, manage to maintain a grounded sense of reality that distinguishes The Towering Inferno from many modern disaster movies. Unlike contemporary films that often lean heavily into spectacle without much regard for plausibility, this film keeps one foot in a believable world, lending weight to the characters' struggles and the unfolding crisis. Central to this is Steve McQueen's portrayal of the fire chief, a role that brings a nuanced balance of rugged action heroism and professional dedication. His character's grounded presence elevates the film beyond typical genre fare and adds a layer of authenticity that resonates with audiences. The film's pacing and structure also contribute to its success. Despite its nearly 3-hour runtime, the movie avoids feeling overly drawn out or tedious. The initial setup is concise, allowing the story to quickly ignite, both literally and figuratively, and maintain a steady momentum. This pacing ensures that the audience remains engaged through the escalating disaster and the various character arcs. The cast, which includes numerous well-known actors, delivers solid performances that add depth to the ensemble without overwhelming the narrative. One practical aspect that aids viewers is the clear identification of characters and their relationships, as seen in the original DVD packaging. This helps navigate the multiple storylines and personalities without confusion, a thoughtful touch given the film's wide cast. While The Towering Inferno may not be a film that everyone feels compelled to revisit frequently, it holds a respected place as an effective and thrilling disaster movie. It combines technical craftsmanship, strong performances, and a gripping story to create an experience that stands out within its genre. For those who enjoy high-stakes thrillers with a focus on human resilience amid catastrophe, this film remains a worthwhile